It's an ammo rack!
And look at that, they trapped the heavies in the middle here.
That's another ammo rack!
Legion is actually the team rushing in here. African North maybe get shut down early on.
Won't you tell me now?
Ooh, that was an ammo rack.
Won't you tell me now? Won't you tell me now?
The Savage.
Oh dear, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh dear. And he's going to shut down the general potentially. I think we'll be going through. Rebels trying to block, sir. This is a really good attack by Mayhew. Oh man, 1,200 hit points almost. Ariana Grande. Oh, it's an ammo rack from Killer from North. To no party without me.
My best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. I saw no shadow. I looked around, searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt a glow. The warmth inside me, it kept me afloat. It felt like heaven. It found my bones and gave me comfort when I feel alone. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. Best friend to 23. I heard the heavens crying above me. They gained an angel, I lost a friend. I felt like dying again and again. I went through hell instead of death, but I keep fighting with each living breath. I saw no way out from where I stood. Felt like the fire had burned me through. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend.
Can't you
Good evening, everyone. We're back on the EU server. Blitz Cup preliminaries, first day of the games here. We're following on the EU server tonight. 8 clans have battled out for the top 8 back in the previous season, and we now have APA, Endgame, Immortals, Legion, Local Raid, Souls, and Win as the top 8 for the EU server. Just a refresher on the Blitz Cup preliminaries format. All games are played in the best of 7. That is, whichever team wins the first 4 matches will win the fixture. The tournament is run in a single round-robin format, so that is, each team will play the 7 other teams. You treat it like a football league, but then you play in a neutral venue and you play the other team once only. So you can treat it like that way, meaning the single round-robin format. 1 point is given to a fixture win, and 0 points are given to a fixture loss. No points given for any consolation for losing by a very small margin or winning by a huge margin. So a win is a win, no matter how much you win. So simple as that. The top 4 clans with the most points will advance to the Blitz Cup, where the clans will be battling out for the $15,000 prize pool. And in the case of a tie, the following parameters are considered in this order. First, we will look at the head-to-head results. Second, we will look at the total game wins. And finally, we will look at the total battle duration. So the team who wins the most quickly will be ahead of the other team. We only would use this to differentiate, to distinguish the team heading into the top 4 when several teams are tied for the 4th place. This is the timeline for you. We have already gone past all of the 8 match days for the previous skill tournaments, and we're now in the Blitz Cup preliminaries. This is the first night of the 4 nights for the Blitz Cup preliminaries. It will be held on the 5th, 7th, 9th and 11th of October. The top 4 will advance to the Blitz Cup, where the Blitz Cup will be held on the 21st to the 22nd of November for the EU server. This is the map pool for you tonight. For the first fixture, we're going to start with Middelburg, then Port Bay, Navy Frontier, and finally with Castilla. Second fixture, we will start with Canal, Blackfield, Rockfield, and then finally Vineyards. And this is the table for you. None of the clans have played so far, so this is ranked in the alphabetical order, just like Arsenal at the first, and now this is APA at the first position. And this is the schedule for you for my streams. I'll be streaming Local vs APA, then it will be Local vs Raid. For the Wednesday, I will be streaming APA vs Immortals, then APA vs Souls. It will be a Polish derby, which is going to be an exciting one to watch, especially for people, Polish people. This is going to be a very tense affair. I assume it's going to be a huge rivalry here. I don't know who's going to come on top of that. We will know on Wednesday. On the 9th of October, I'll be streaming Local vs Immortals and then Immortals vs Souls. Finally, on the 11th of October, I'll be streaming Local vs Souls. The time given here is in Central European Summer Time, which is the time in France, Germany, Italy, Poland, Spain, etc. 10 past 9 this time might not be accurate, because what happened back in the Nation server, the room is up like 10 minutes before this stated time, so you might expect some early room invites tonight. I don't know. It happened on the Asian server. I did check the exact time for that, otherwise I would have missed that match. So for the time stated here, the time will be the batches will start around 5 minutes later. This is because of 2 delays here. First is a mandatory 5-minute delay recommended by Wargaming. This is because the rooms have the first time where clans hop into the room, there is a 5-minute allowance for that. So we don't want clans to know the lineups of the enemy of the other team very early on. This is against what the game is, what the tournament's meant for. So 5 minutes of delay, it's a mandatory thing, and then you have around 20 seconds of latency delay on the YouTube side. This is to preserve the stream quality, because if I set it to an ultra low latency, the stream quality will suffer, and it's of no use because there is an inherent stream delay. So I want to keep the best quality of the stream as much as possible. That means I could only react to your messages around like 5 minutes later. And also say hi to David here. This is the schedule for you. Mnet will be streaming Legion vs Win, then Legion vs Immortals. Fujit will be streaming Souls vs Raid, then APA vs Win. Every Game Second will be streaming Immortals vs Endgame, and then Souls vs Endgame. Finally with RIP, Souls vs Raid, and then Loki vs Raid. This is how you can get coins. Follow the steps here. My moderators will put a link, a lazy link in the chat. Click on the link and follow the following steps, and you'll be fine. And just let's get started, shall we?
Release the savage.
Right, this is the roster for the Locust team. Ariana Grande is the captain of the team, and then we have Unisax, Spitfires, DF, No Party Without Me, Adgar, GQ, RG, Survivor 99, Trapman 55, and then the Phoenix. Who are they going to face against? You're going to know very soon. Drumroll, please. Blah 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 blah. I just can't find the file. There we go. Right, here's the APA's roster for you. Yennefer is the captain of the team, and then we have Macheo, Ninja, Manfak, Lionel, Sin Kierovnika, Augian 151, Ernest, Machinek, and Moika. Last 5 games, Loka have won 4 games out of 5, and APA as well, but they lost their most recent game against Legion. If I remember correctly. No, not against Endgame, yes. I remember correctly. And Loka lost the game against APA. So we're going to see how they're going to match up again with one another. This is their last 5 matchups. Loka winning 3 out of the 5 matchups here. However, the most recent 2 games, Loka lost against APA. So this is meant to be a tense affair, I can assure you. Let's look at Thomas Peterson and generate some predictions. We're going to start with Legion vs Win. Thomas Peterson is predicting Legion winning 4-1 against Win. This is a very dangerous guess, I agree. I don't know why I came up to this conclusion, but I don't think it's going to be quite a comfortable win by Legion here. So, on the other hand, predicting to win Raid 4-2. This is because Souls has been winning Raid for a couple of games, so this is a very out-of-the-box prediction. I'm not sure if it's going to be right here. Next, we have Immortals losing 0-4 against Endgame. Let's hope it's not going to be the case for Immortals, because that doesn't look good at all. Finally, we have Loka versus APA. Before I continue. Loka versus APA. This is the prediction. Loka winning 4, APA winning 2 only. So Thomas Peterson is predicting Loka to win 4-2 against APA. And I think the room should be up at any moment, which is the case. The room is up. We're on Middelburg. Should I reset all the scores? There we go. So let me get the map of Middelburg for you. Middelburg is a very interesting map, but not quite, because it's one of the only maps, together with Desert Sands, in my opinion, that you will be expecting the team to be going to only one side and not the other. Same for the random matches as well. Usually you just only want to go for one side, not the other. And C side is usually where teams go. We saw back on the Asia server, you can try to make it work with an AB strat with all tanks there. But the problem is you have a lot of lanes that you have to defend and some open area as well. This is going to be hard to crack, because enemies just need to kind of get a good rotation and just have to flank both sides simultaneously. And really, the coordination and the communication at this point for the rotating team will be very important. You saw that Vicky's Light can be played in that position to spot tanks going up here and not really on the south spawn. The Rams over here, you have Bush that you can work your missiles on, and the SV1 can always go to this position and spot tanks. Or you can put Vicky's Light, which is which is equally valid, but then I would rather go for this position because just you can spot up tanks going up quite, and then it helps telegraphs a lot of information for the team. So definitely something that you want to go for. And then we have already 13 viewers. Thank you very much. That's even better than back on the Asia server, I think. Loka will be readying up with Ariana Grande in the IS4. No party for me in the E5 alongside Edgar Survivor G Kill. RG in the 205B, the F in the Sheridan and Unisex in the T22. APA team, we have Yennefer in the T22, Sinkierovnika in the E5 alongside Froggy, which is a new name. And then we have Ernest in the Vicky's Light, Macheo in the IS4 and Machinek in the Mouse. Moika will be wrapping up in the E5. Who is Froggy? No, I just have to check. Froggy is Ernest, I believe. Just have to check. Ah, oh, come on. Must be logged in. I'm logged in. Come on. Thank you, the D for you. Oh, I don't know who Froggy is. Maybe if someone is not there, then we know someone is. Then we know the name of that. No, Ernest is there. Ninja Manfuck. I have no idea. Manfuck and Froggy. Just let me check. That will be fun. APA. No, not this. Oh, God. Oh, Lionel. Lionel was previously Froggy. No, Froggy was previously Lionel. What the heck am I saying? Let's get a transition up and let's head into the first match. Loka versus APA. It's working. There we go. We're up. We're now on Middelburg. And obviously the residents on Middelburg will be watching this tense affair. Obviously, Sheridan's it's obvious that Luca would take a Sheridan because they love Sheridans. That's not to say. Let's head up high. Luca going mostly to C, while ABA also mostly going to C with the exception of Marcinek and Maceo going for A. Ariana Grande is going for B as well. Unisex into C very quickly here. He put a shot into Maceo. And a really long missile shot. The long range missile doesn't hit that Maceo. So, it's not working. Not working as of yet, but Unisex got C. Ariana Grande is attempting to get B, but he needs to be wary because he is isolated in the city side. Maceo taking more and more hits, and he's not in a comfortable position. He's definitely not in a comfortable position. The F might be able to put a missile. He's down to 1.3k of hit points. Oh, the F shot something. Oh, Marcinek spotted and getting punished as well. Now looking with more than 1k of hit point advantage, and the F needs to be really careful going in like that, because the APA tanks, look at the E5s, just bomb baiting Luca. Luca must not be impatient here. The F taking some hits though, but Ernest also taking some hits. APA without cap advantage, this is going to be a very big hill to climb, really. The F trying to run away in the Sheridan, runs away relatively safely, but Ariana Grande will be trying to decap B here. Marcinek's trying to cap in a mouse. And a really good hit into Marcinek by Ariana Grande. But on the other hand, the APA has made a move to C, and this time Luca is on the back foot here. Not looking good at the moment. APA marching in to C. They might be getting C at this point. And no party fault me putting a really good reset shot into Froggy or Lionel. And Luca now has made the counter push here. And I think Sheridan, the F, manages to put a really good shot to Froggy. Froggy's not going to be long for this one. It's going to be Agga killing Froggy. No party fault me. No party fault me gets it. Sinkierovnica is being ignored right now, but Luca's forces, they are not very healthy at the moment. APA are gradually getting the hit point pullback, and this is going to be a very ugly scene here. Survivor is getting surrounded. Yennefer is dead. Ernest coming in to shut down Survivor, but I think Moika is going to put a really good shell into Survivor 99, but Maceo is down. It's 4 vs 4. Ariana Grande is still trying to brawl with that Marcinek in the IS4, but no party found me. Is very healthy at the moment. And Luca, almost 2k football advantage. No party found me is now getting tracked by Ernest. I think this could be a perma track. But no, the DPM of Ernest is just not good enough to perma-track no party found me. And now Moika is getting C, but I think they should try shut down Unisex. And Ariana Grande kills off Marcinek, really good kill there, important kill obviously. And now we're going for a 4 vs 3, and Luca with 875 cap points. Time is taking against APA, but they got the hit point pool lead. APA also trying to cap B as well. Unisex trying to run away from this quagmire, but no party thought we would be spearheading this. Trying to shut down Moika, because Moika is the only tank up there. Sinkierovnica is down the city side. 3 vs 1 here. Moika definitely wanting to shut down Unisex. It's so important that you don't want Unisex to be still alive, but Moika got killed by him. So the first game goes to Luca. Really tense game by Luca, obviously. Oh, looking at the damage here. Ariana Grande doing more than 3k damage alongside RG and No Party for me. Unisex doing 2.5k damage. Hello Stinge. Ernest doing more than 2k damage alongside Marcinek, Sinkierovnica, and Yennefer, but they couldn't inspire a win. APA got horrendously close with Luca, but it was so far. It was the case of so close yet so far. Okay, got the right phrase in the end. but APA doesn't want to have 4 games of so close yet so far. Definitely needs the final third. And they're now going with a quintuple E5s played by Sinki, Yarunika, Froggy, Lionel, Machieo, Machinek, and also Moika. Ernest will be playing in the Vickers Light and Yennefer in the T22 medium. Loka going with some interesting strategy here. They're going with Ariana Grande in the 50B alongside No Party Without Me, RG in the E5, Spitfires in the Mouse alongside Unisex. Finally, we have the F in the Progetto 65 alongside Edgar G-Kill. Second game of on Middelburg. Loka versus APA. Around 10 seconds remaining, we're going to head in back on Middelburg. The residents will be hyped. Is it the right word? Will be hyped, sorry. Will be hyped for this exciting affair. And so we are back. Let's head up high onto the top of the map, get into the sky, onto the boundary, atmospheric boundary layer, not that high though, but the projectiles of Loka, interesting stuff. I don't know what they're trying to achieve here. They are simply going to spawn bait once again. Unisex spotted, Spitfires trying to capture A in the mouse. But both Moika and also Machieo got B already. On the other hand, we heard a lot of blind shots coming from the side of AP. I don't know which side it was from, but AP on the south side, Loka on the north side. It's going to be a double affair, but APA this time will be getting the cap advantage. And Loka doing the same strategy as APA, but you saw what happened to APA last game. This game, they must not allow APA to get comfortable with a count lead. Ernest, in this spot, in the Vegas Light. I don't know if you can boost anyone up here, because that's possible. The Spitfire is getting spotted, however. Well, he needs to be really careful here. Because if we head down to Spitfires, he is under line of fire, but he received a bounce from Froggy. Ernest could put a shell in, but Spitfire spotted. He spotted, so he could go for B potentially, but you don't want to do that. Moika and Machieo are going to be looking to decap you there. Loka doesn't have much to offer here, but they must try to make a move as soon as possible, because Spitfires could be isolated down there, and you don't want to lose a mouse so early on in the game. While Loka is steadily pushing the line up, RG taking some hits, Spitfires taking a double tap. I think Spitfires are in trouble here, but obviously his task is to distract the APA's forces, draw the entire APA's forces to Spitfires, and this is exactly what Loka did. They must absolutely shut down Sinclair. Nika ends a really good track shot. He's trying to run away with a speed boost, but he again gets tracked. I think he's going to be down very soon. It's Spitfires and Sinclair of Nika. Either one of them would die very soon. Sinclair of Nika is dead. Spitfire is still alive. But look at the Machinek and Yennefer. They are both horrendously isolated. Ariana Grande is looking to shut down Machinek. Spitfire is finally down, but Unisex took a really big hit there. Unfortunately, Loka have more than one. No, it's going to be a neck and neck affair. Yennefer down to one shot. Machinek dead. Machinek down to No Party Without Me. Edgar GQ got Yennefer. Unisex is dead. It's going to be a 5 versus 4 here. No Party Without Me trying to go for Machieo. Looking at those Clippers tanks, trying to clip out Machieo. The wrath of the Clippers here. The wrath of 50Bs, projectiles, and they got Macheo, and G is dropping the reactive armor. He needs to stay alive as long as possible. They are on drum reload, the 50Bs are on drum reload. The other projectile is capturing A. They are aware that they don't have cap lead. They must absolutely kill one tank and not lose another. And Ariana Grande misses onto Moika, and the F got a shell into Moika, and this is tantalizingly close. APA only got one cap, while Luca got two caps. Froggy took really big hits. Ariana Grande is reloading, and he's coming up on top. The F trying to go to the side of Froggy, and Ernest trying to run, trying to go down, and puts a really good shell into the F. Loka cannot afford to lose a tank. They could potentially lose a tank if they are not careful enough, but Loka got the caps in the end. Finally, second game goes to Loka. What a game that was. I was so worried about Spitfires, but he absolutely did what Loka was meant to do, to draw the crowd of APA towards that Spitfires, and that was the huge undoing of APA. They just, after that, Loki was able to respond, tracks, sing Kierovnica multiple times, and even if Kierovnica dropped the speed boost, he was unable to run away safely, and that was a really good, good textbook win by a Big 4 team. And we are on Port Bay now. Let's look at the damage, shall we? So the damage is stated here. APA, only 3 tanks 3.2k damage. Froggy particularly did 3.6k. But we have 3 tanks doing less than 1k worth of damage. Sinkia Nika actually is not the last, it's not ranked last in terms of damage, while Ariana Grande doing more than 3k damage, but we also have the F, the Polyphony, and RG doing more than 2k. The double 50Bs are definitely doing their job here, killing 3 tanks in total, man of the match, obviously. We only have 30 seconds left, so I don't think I have enough time to brief on Port Bay. But you know, A-B side would be ideal for cap strategies, and A and C side would be for map control strategies. So I personally don't know the style of both Loka and APA, but I assume they would take either one of them. Rubbish, but it's true. There we go. On to the third match. We are on Port Bay now. Loka, they are going to take IS-4, played by No Point Without Me and Anakin GQ, Trap Melon in the 2-8, the F in the Sheridan, and we have Spitfires and Uniflex in double E5, wrapped up by Ariana Grande in a Victor's Light. APA, we have Macheo in the IS-4, Froggy and Machinek in the double mouse. Triple E5 played by Sin Kierovnica and Jennifer and Moika. And finally we have Ernest and the Vegas Knight. The F, just going very aggressively to C, and Ernest spotted him up. He needs to be extra careful, but look at Sin Kierovnica's position. He's tasked to reset C. Meanwhile, APA's forces have headed into A. They are not capturing A though, because Macheo is spotted. Ariana Grande took a bit of hit there, and now Loka is going for a C cap. Let me double check whether I've got everything correctly. Apologies, I will also include that as well before I continue, because I forgot to add this. Sorry about that. Now that will look much better. Apologies for the lack of audio for a few seconds. A double mouse. Oh, they're capturing B. And Machina is getting absolutely wrecked by the Lucas forces. Really good shell there. The mouses don't want to take a lot of hit there, because they would need to be used in the late game stages where Luca will make rotation to APA side. A good missile shot into Froggy, but Chinak still unable to capture B at the moment. But he's going to get B Potentially a really good shell from Trapmelon into Froggy. And Marcinek got B finally, but with a huge cost there. Meanwhile, the APA team, what is this? This is, I think it's a huge mistake. Ernest got absolutely annihilated by Lucas forces, and Yennefer is going to spearhead this alone. Macheo is going to cover up this mistake, and I think no party without me is going to trap and a good track shot into Macheo. Macheo took 1k of damage here. Akaji Q will be looking to shoot another shell into Macheo, and it was a double tap into Macheo. And Macheo is going to be no more, is killed by Trapmelon and Yennefer. It's horrendously isolated, or receives a big HE shell from Edgar GQ. I think that was a max roll into that tank. And look at Yennefer dying in a matter of seconds, and Unisex is finally down. This is going to be a 5 versus 4. Oh my goodness me, APA, that was a huge mistake. From Ernest and also Yennefer, Macheo trying to save them, but it was too big of a mistake to deal with. The DF puts a really good missile into Marcinek, and it's going to be a 5 versus 3. Naka GQ puts a good track shot into Sinkiervnika, and Moika unfortunately got blocked while trying to go in, and Naka GQ takes another shell by Moika, and Sinkiervnika bounces. And Ariana Grande bounces as well. Froggy is a one-shot, killed by No Party Without Me, and a really good HE shell into Moika by DF, but Ariana Grande is going to pick him up. Sinkiervnika is the last man standing. We're heading into a match point for Loka. Third game goes to Loka. Well, APA, they need to pick up the momentum. This is not looking a top 8 performance at the moment. Ernest with a huge mistake alongside Yennefer. I just don't know why they would have made that move. Maybe they didn't have that information at hand, but when they realized that it was too little, too late, and that was just the poison they have drank. Alokia just saying thank you next to APA at this point. Just one more game and they will be winning this fixture. Trapmelon, DF and Aka doing more than 3k of damage. Trapmelon, really important tank there, doing more than 3k of damage, killing 4 tanks in as a result. And obviously saw him putting numerous shells in, and he's definitely very important, but he subbed out. We're going to see Loka going with quadruple E5s played by Ariana Grande, No Party Without Me, Spitfires, and the Phoenix. The F in the Sheridan, Atka GQ, and the STB1. Finally, we have Unisex in the T22. APA going with a double T22 played by Yennefer and Ernest. Sinkiervnika, we're going back in D5 alongside Moika, Mangfak, and the IS4 and Macheo in the mouse alongside Ninja. This is not looking good for Loka, for APA at the moment. APA that looks so off that I was wondering how they got into top 8 in the first place, to be honest with you. They definitely need to do much better than that. They have shown they could do much better than this. Back in the last previous few tournaments where they faced against Loka, it was much better performance, but this doesn't look like a top 8 performance, I'm sorry, but I hope APA is going to prove us wrong in this one. 4th game, we are back on Port Bay. Right, there we go. Ariana Grande, no, Loka on the north side, APA on the south side. Trapmelon saying OP. You were pretty OP the last game, I have to tell you. You did really well in the 8 man of the match, I definitely would say. I don't know why I subbed you out, because you were very important in that game. But fuck! Spotted, just going straight into A without any hesitation at all. No, he's hesitating a bit, but he is going to get A. Loka would like to capture with 2 tanks, however. And they're not going to do that. 2-tank capture. APA will not have cap leads this time. Oh, this is not what they want. But APA just going straight into the enemy spawn. Well, Loka, the Phoenix spotted, no point for me spotted. Are we descending into a brawl very early in the game? Doesn't look like so, but Loka forces are rotating back to the spawn, but a really good show from Spitfires into the mouses. Once again, APA doing a double mouse threat, and the F trying to curve, trying to defy the laws of general relativity to put a good show into Ninja, but he didn't. The double mouse will be getting B without any trouble at all this time round. APA are looking to kind of shut down these triple E5s, and I think Loka will be sensing there is some burnt tarmac here. They definitely need to save these E5s. No point for me spearheading this. They are trying to hit point push there. The Phoenix now will be spearheading this currently. And he's just going straight here, dropping the reactive armor of an APA, are gradually coming out on top in this brawl affair. Unisex coming in to shut down Moika, and this is going to be a very messy affair. Loka ignoring Moika at this point, and they got Yennefer. No point for me, he's dead, but Moika is down to one shot. Hit point still neck and neck, however. Spitfires kills off Moika, and Ariana Grande is killed by Manfark. The Phoenix is down to a one shot potential. Ernest is dead. Ninja is not long for this world. 556 hit points left on the clock. Loka gradually coming on top in this brawl. But the double mouse, Ninja is dead finally. Mateo still very healthy. Loka managing to isolate those. Oh! Was that an Amarak? No? Sinkier got killed, but Mindfuck would be getting surrounded by those 4 tanks. Mateo just cannot shield Mindfuck whatsoever. Mindfuck is the last man standing. And Loka will be winning 4-0 at this rate. Spitfires is going to be dead. Yes, he's dead by a ram. And Mateo reloaded. Bounces onto Unisex. I think he was meant to shoot Edgar, but Unisex did excellently in shooting Edgar GQ, and Mateo is dead. Loka 4-0 APA. What a performance that was. That was a better performance by APA, but I wish you all the best in the next fixture, because there is a lot of work to do here. Mateo doing more than 3k of damage, Moika the only other tank doing more than 2k. Let's actually get the transition up. Meanwhile, Loka had 3 tanks doing more than 3.6k damage, 2 tanks doing more than 2k, 5 tanks in total doing more than 2k damage. And you saw that 6 kills are shared amongst the top 3 damage players. The top 3 players in terms of damage for Loka side. APA, again, 2 tanks less than 1k damage. That's not ideal at all. They had a better idea. They were in control for the first part of the game, but then fizzled out after Loka made a really good counter push, and the hit point push sharing by the E5 is simply brilliant, I must admit here. However, they're not doing the most damage, but still hit point push sharing Loka was very good in that. Well, so congratulations to Loka, and we have a ton of time left. Well, let's see what are the other results. Sorry, no Tony, I'm streaming. If anyone's asking me to tour, I can't do it. No, decline. No, I think APA is just, I don't know what happened to them. Raid 4-0 against SOS. So, Thomas Peterson was wrong. Oh gosh. So, I think we'll analyze 2 matches here. I think we have time for 2 matches to analyze. Just need to get the link. Two-time capture. So let's head out to the. Actually, the second game was a very good game by Noka. Let's analyze that game and also the other game. I think it was also a very good match from them. So let's head on and analyze these 2 matches, shall we? Right. There we go. It's going for B as well. Unisex into C very quickly here. He put a shot into Macheo. Before I do that, I have to state it was a replay, so let me just add that before I continue. Outline, I'll get the outline here. No, I think no. I don't need an outline. Don't need an outline, let's just I think that will be a better. Will be better. Indeed. There we go. I just don't know why you have tank here. Just Unisex has a really good shot into Macheo. The enemies APA. The side armor of this is just so exposed. You just need some tank over here, around here. Just put a really good shell and he won't. Macheo will be saved. Just was missing that, to be honest with you. AP wasn't positioned well there. I think they should be a little bit more aggressive in defending C in this case. Macheo was left in the crossfire, however. And a really long missile shot. The long range missile doesn't hit that Macheo. So, it's not working. Not working as of yet, but Unisex got C. Ariana Grande is attempting to get B, but he needs to be wary because really good shell, but Macheo just having a really bad day in the office here. Takes a really unlikely shot from Ariana Grande. He is isolated in the city side. Macheo taking more and more hits, and he's not in a comfortable position. He's definitely not in a comfortable position. The F. I mean, if you look at this perspective, he shouldn't be receiving that many shells, to be honest with you. So just Macheo is really letting APA down at the moment, but it's not the end of the world yet because hit points are still relatively neck and neck. All they need to do is a good rotation, and that could be it. Might be able to put a missile. He's down to 1.3k of hit points. Oh, the F shot something. Oh, Machina spotted and getting the FDF. He needs to be really careful going up like that, going back down, because if he gets spotted, disasters are waiting to happen. So, just for good practice, don't do something like that. But then he didn't spot anything, so maybe it's fine in the end. So now looking with more than 1k of hit point advantage, and the AF needs to be really careful going in like that, because the APA tanks, look at the E5s, just bomb baiting. Moika is spotted, so I suppose Loka knows something is going on, and they will need to prepare. They cannot push in because they knew the E5s are spawn baiting. If they pushed in, the E5s can't just farm them. So Loka will be looking to just hold that horizontal straight line like that. And right now, AP doesn't have hit point full advantage. So what they need to do is to kind of find the weakness of Loka's forces and try to capture B or C, or both at the same time, we will say. Loka must not be impatient here. The AF taking some hits though, but Ernest also taking some hits. APA without cap advantage, this is going to be a very big hill to climb, really.
This is the first match.
The AF trying to run away in Sheridan, runs away relatively safely, but Ariana Grande will be trying to decap B here. Machinex trying to cap in a mouse. And a really good hit into Machinex by Ariana Grande. But on the other hand, the APS made a move to C. And this time, this is a good move though. The mouse is there to distract Loka. And APA try sneak into C. This is a good play here. But they have almost 2k for disadvantage. So there is a huge mountain to climb, unfortunately. They just need to get a focus fire right, and APA, Loka with this kind of defensive line here, 4 tanks in the front, Edgar at the back, he probably would want to support Survivor 99. There's also another tank, I think it's a Sheridan at the back. Can't do anything, you can't front line, to be honest with you. Personally, I might keep on putting Dark at the back, or just try and help decap B. This is what I would do. Loka is on the back foot here. Not looking good at the moment. APA March. That's exactly what AtkaGK is doing. He's trying to push up to put Loka into horizontal straight line now. APA is still pretty horizontal, not really horizontal. It's somewhat stratified in a way, but still they can regroup to form a really nice arc. Watching in to see it, they might be getting C at this point, and no party fault me putting a really good reset shot into Froggy on Lionel. And Loka now, I didn't see that coming from Loka. This is a very risky move because there are 5 tanks on the hill for APA, but they realize they have a really solid hit point advantage, so they can just try to gamble on this, but sometimes it could backfire if they don't focus fire well. Has made the counter push here, and I think Sheridan, the F, manages to put a really good shot to Froggy. Froggy's not going to be long for this one. It's going to be Edgar killing Froggy on no party fault me. No party fault me gets it. Sinkierovnica is being ignored right now, but Loka's forces, they're not very healthy at the moment. APA are gradually getting the hit point pullback, and this is going to be a very ugly scene here. Survivor's getting surrounded. Yennefer is dead. Ernest coming in to shut down Survivor, but I think Moika is going to put a really good shell into Survivor 9. Okay, so what I think could have gone very wrong for Loka here is that they have like 1 tank, 2 tank, and then 3 tank, and then 3 other tanks at the back. So this allowed APA to shut down, if I can use blue here, to shut down this tank, and this tank. And Ariana Grande is also isolated. It just requires Machinex to bounce some important shells. So this means it's going to be a 3 versus 3 on the hill. And this is not looking good at all for Loka. Potentially APA might have hit point advantage here. I think the next target they want to go for will be No Party Without Me. And they also have Ernest here, but he's very low. That being said, so this is going to be a hard one for APA, to be honest with you as well. 99, but Macheo is down. It's 4 versus 4. Ariana Grande is still trying to brawl with that Machinek in the IS4, but No Party Found Me is very healthy at the moment. And Loka almost 2k people advantage. No Party Found Me is now getting tracked by Ernest. I think this could be a perma-track. But no, the DPM of Ernest is just not good enough to perma-track No Party Found Me. And now APA, they had a really good idea. No, they don't. They're wary about the cap disadvantage they have. But if I were them, I would just go in straight for Unisex, take him down, Ernest run away, and try to assist Machinek. Is getting C, but I think they should try shut down Unisex. And Ariana Grande kills off Machina, really good kill there, important kill. And Sinky going down, I think it's a mistake, because right now it's going to be 3 vs 2 against a very low Ernest and a not very healthy Moika. So in the end, Sinky going down, I think was a big mistake. Obviously. And now we're going for a 4 vs 3. And Loka with 875 cap points. Time is taking against APA, but they got the hit point pool lead. APA also trying to cap B as well. Unisex trying to run away from this quagmire, but No Party Found Me will be spearheading this, trying to shut down Moika, because Moika is the only tank up there. Taking care of Nika is down the city side. 3 vs 1 here. Moika definitely wanting to shut down Unisex. It's so important that you don't want Unisex to be still alive, but Moika got killed by. Yeah, so inherently, Sinky going down was not the move I would have gone for. I would have asked Ernest to do that instead. Maybe early in the game when he's down to a one-shot to kill off Ariana Grande. So let's see, do we have other results? Right. When is the next match, by the way? In around 26 minutes. Okay, so it's free pass, starting free pass. We have other results as well. Oh, interesting one. Not this one. This one is the right one. Legion 4-2 against Win. While Raid 4-0 against Souls, Loka 4-0 against APA. However, the Immortals made an upset here. They won endgame 4-2. On Emunet, if I can answer you. Jonathan, Emunet stream, he's going to stream, she's going to stream Legion versus Legion, and her stream can be found on the portal. I think moderators would have answered your question already, but if they still haven't, Eminet's going to stream Legion versus Win, and then Legion versus whichever that was. So let's continue. Then we have some tea as well. Let's head up high onto the top of the map, get into the sky, onto the boundary, atmospheric boundary layer. Not that high though. No, that was just only around 100 meters high, I think. So it's far from the atmospheric boundary layer. I mean, we're not near the clouds yet. But the projectiles of Loka, interesting stuff. I don't know what they're trying to achieve here. They are simply going to spawn baits once again. Unisex spotted. Spitfire is trying to capture A in the mouse, but both Moika and also Machino got B already. On the other hand, we heard a lot of blind shots coming from the side of AP. I don't know which side it was from, but AP on the south side, Loka on the north side. It's going to be a double fair, but APA this time will be getting the cap advantage. And Loka doing the same strategy as APA, but you saw what happened to APA last game. This game, they must not allow APA to get comfortable with a count lead. Ernest, in this spot, in the Vegas lights. I don't know if you can boost anyone up here, because that's possible. The Spitfire is getting spotted, however. Well, he needs to be really careful here, because if we head down to Spitfires, he is under line of fire, but he received a bounce from Froggy. Ernest could put a shell in, but Spitfire spotted. He spotted, so he could go for B potentially, but you don't want to do that. Moika and Macheo are going to be looking to decap you there. Loka doesn't have much to offer here. But they must try to make I really like this move from Spitfire. It's just not going for B. AP was totally expecting him to go for B. He has other ideas. He is going for this one instead, which is a very clever move because no one would expect that to happen. And Loka meanwhile just pushing with 6 tanks over to the APA's forces. I think Spitfire spotted at least one of the E5s near the corner, so that could mean Loka can barrel in and kill off the APA tanks. Mind you, AP has a T-22 and a Vegas light up there, so with the sheer DPM and armor, well, not really the armor, God knows what will happen here. Move as soon as possible, because Spitfires could be isolated down there, and you don't want to lose a mouse so early on in the game. While Loka is steadily pushing the line up. RG taking some hits. Spitfires taking double tap. I think Spitfires are in trouble here, but obviously his task is to distract the APA's forces, draw the entire APA's forces to Spitfires, and this is exactly what Loka did. Oh, this is a really good move from Spitfires, to be honest. No, not a good move from, not to say Spitfires made a good move here, but it was a tactical masterpiece by Loka. The Spitfires is out in the open. He is there to draw the forces of APA down to shut down Spitfires. This is exactly what Loka wanted AP to do. Loka is simply sending like 5 tanks to shut down Spitfires. Meanwhile, yes, you can send everyone to there, but I'm going to shut down your tanks who are trying to do that. So, on the other hand, they're looking to shut down Sinkiev, Nika, and potentially, and I think there is a light tank behind as well. So this is what Loka is trying to shut down. Yes, you might have shut down Spitfires, but I'm going to shut down 2 of your tanks. So this is a really good move from Loka. They must absolutely shut down Sinkiev. Nika and some really good track shots. He's trying to run away with a speed boost, but he again gets tracked. I think he's going to be down very soon. It's Spitfires and Sinkiev Nika. Either one of them would die very soon. Sinkiev Nika is dead. Spitfire's still alive. But look at the machine. Oh no, everything's now going so wrong for APA. Now they have 2 isolated tanks that got left behind in the rotation. Now Loka, they just need to get Crossfire, rush them off, kill them, and really, what can you do here? Yennefer taking a really big hit. Nothing much you could do. APA tried to get another base on A, but that could put you so far because APA would be losing, would be having 3 tanks off on the battlefield, and Spitfires would be down very soon. 6 versus 4. It could go horrendously against APA here. Machinek and Yennefer, they are both horrendously isolated. Ariana Grande is looking to shut down Machinek. Spitfire is finally down, but Unisex took a really big hit there. Unfortunately, Loka have more than one. No, it's going to be a neck and neck affair. Yennefer down to 1 shot. Machinek dead. Machinek down to nobody but me. Edgar GQ got Yennefer. Unisex is dead. It's going to be a 5 versus 4 here. Nobody from me try. Look at Loka's forces just kind of consolidating up. to kind of kill off Macheo, just APA got a couple of tanks isolated, which is a very bad move because it allows Loka to kind of focus fire relatively easily. This is not something you want to see. This is not good, really. This tank, however, is isolated, but it's an E5. He would want to like run away, try use this rock as a cover, a temporary cover, and hopefully the Locust forces will be able to kind of kill off Macheo quickly, and then go around to help RG. Trying to go for Macheo, looking at those Clippers tanks, trying to clip out Macheo, the wrath of the Clippers here, the wrath of 50Bs, projectos, and they got Macheo, and RG is dropping the reactive armor. He needs to stay alive as long as possible. They are on drum reload, the 50Bs are on drum reload, the other projecto is capturing A. At this point, I don't think capturing more bases will help you in any way, because you again isolated a tank, AP again isolated a tank, Moika this time is the one isolated. I don't know why Froggy just doesn't go in and try to shut down RG, because again, the easy focus for Loka, just why would you focus Froggy? Moika is lower and is closer. They are aware that they don't have cap lead, they must absolutely kill one tank and not lose another. And Ariana Grande misses onto Moika, and the F got a shell into Moika, and this is tantalizingly close. APA only got one cap, while Luke got two caps. Froggy took really big hits. Ariana Grande is reloading, and he's coming up on top. The F trying to go to the side of Froggy, and Ernest trying to run, trying to go down, and puts a really good shell to the F. Loka cannot afford to lose a tank. They could potentially lose a tank if they are not careful enough, but Loka got the caps in the end. Finally, second game goes to Loka. So it was a really good match from Loka. However, APA just constantly isolated themselves one by one, and I think that was a huge undoing for APA side. Do we have time? I keep on checking whether I have time. I think we have time for another one, so let's go for another one, shall we? This is where Trap Melon shines through, really. I really love that game from Loka. AP has more than 2k of, almost 2k of advantage. And look at how they're going to win here. Macheo in the IS-4, Froggy and Machinek in a double bounce. Triple E5 played by Sin, Kierovnica, and Yennefer and Moika. And finally we have Ernest and the Vegas Knight. The F, just going very aggressively to C, and Ernest spotted him up. He needs to be extra careful, but look at Sinkia Rika's position. He's tasked to reset C. Meanwhile, APA's forces have headed into A. They're not capturing A though, because Macheo is spotted. Ariana Grande took a bit of hit there, and now Loka is going for a C cap. Let me double check whether I've got everything correctly. Apologies, I will also include that as well before I continue, because I forgot. Oh, Red Grey took a really big shell. Machinek and Froggy are going for B. Now that will look. Machinek is trying to capture B. Apologies for the lack of audio for a few seconds. A double bounce. Oh, they're capturing B. And Machinex gets absolutely wrecked, but the Locust forces really good shell there. The Mouses don't want to take a lot of hit there, because they would need to be used in the late game stages where Luca will make rotation to APA side. A good missile shot into Froggy, but Chinex still unable to capture B at the moment. No. But he's going to get B, potentially. A really good shell from Trapmala into Froggy. Really good. And Machinek got B finally. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That was what I was talking about. These tanks got so horrendously aggressive. I think if you just look as trace about a bit, I think it was quite obvious that the Mouses, they didn't get reset by the same tank, but some different tanks. So I think, look, they have some information that there's someone there. They're not just one tank or two. They're multiple tanks. There. I mean, Edgar GQ, no point for me, spotted. We just don't know about Ariana Grande. Tuesdays, definitely he knows something's going wrong. He got shot by the Tuesdays, so they know they're 3 tanks, so I don't exactly know why they would go for 3 tanks. Go 2 tanks against 3. Got B finally, but with a huge cost there. Meanwhile, the APA team, what is this? This is, I think it's a huge mistake. Ernest got absolutely annihilated by Lucas forces, and Yennefer is going to spearhead this alone. I really like how Matteo is trying to come in and trying to cover the mistake up, which is something you want to do, but I think it was also a panic move as well. Could have actually ignored Yennefer and maybe just gone for that, because, you know, 1 versus 3 usually is not going to be a win, and 2 versus 3 is not going to help much, to be honest with you. Matteo is going to cover up this mistake, and I think nobody especially it's 2 versus 4. It's 2 versus 4, not 2 versus 3. It's 2 versus 4. Matteo is now getting shot by Trapman again, so Matteo is just kind of, yeah, he wants to shield Yennefer, but no. I would rather have Yennefer dying there, and Matteo helping the B side instead. Oh, Trapman, a good track shot into Matteo. Matteo took 1k of damage here. Edgar GQ will be looking to shoot another shell into Matteo.
No.
And it was a double tap into Matteo.
It was a horrible mistake.
And Matteo is going to be no more, is killed by Trapman and Yennefer. It's horrendously isolated. All receives a big HE shell from Edgar GQ. I think that was a max roll into that tank. And look at Yennefer dying.
Oh my god.
In a matter of seconds, and Unisex is finally down. This is going to be a 5 versus 4. Oh my goodness me, APA, that was a huge mistake. From Ernest and also Yennefer. Matteo trying to save them, but it was too big of a mistake to deal with. The EF puts a really good missile into Machinek, and it's going to be a 5 versus 3. Edgar GQ puts a good track shot into Sinkierovnika, and Moika unfortunately got blocked while trying to
traverse into this gap.
And Edgar GQ takes another shell by Moika, and Sinkierovnika bounces. And Ariana Grande bounces as well. Froggy is a one-shot killed by nobody for me, and a really good HE shell into Moika by DF, but Ariana Grande is going to pick him up. Sinkierovnika is the last man standing.
Really, nothing.
We're heading into a match point 4.
There we go. So before I continue, let me just do some changes in my slides and so on. I have to get my checklist as well. Okay, so I don't need a. So I need this. So it's going to be Loki versus Raid. Okay, try to reset scoreline. There we go. It was Loka versus Raid. Ah, have I not? Oh dear, have I not done it for Raid? Here, I can get this one up. This, this I think. There we go.
then what else do I need? This. Right, so I'm done, I think. So let's continue.
Release the savage.
We are back, and Loka. For those who just joined in, the next fixture is going to be Loka versus Raid. Loka's team will be captained by Ariana Grande, and then we have Unisex Spitfires, DF, No Party Fault Me, Edgar GQ, RG Survivor 99, Trap Melon 55, and The Phoenix. The clan they're going to face next will be drum roll, blah 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 blah. Oh dear, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh dear. Right, here we go. Raid, we're going to be facing Raid in the next one. Raid team, Toby 180 is the captain of the team. We have Nara Assassin, Blaster, Playmaker, OG, Money Dude, JP, Drizzle, Zik, and Tamon, and this one. Before I continue, I also need to get a graphic here, which is right, I believe. So before I continue, bear with me again. That's not good. Hopefully this one will be right. There we go. Last 5 games, Loka won that game against APA really convincingly, so does Raid 4-0 against Souls. Not even any mercy there. No mercy given. However, Raid lost 2 games in 5, and they kind of won games like every other fixture. So, will that be a 3 on the run for Loka, or would that be the first 2 consecutive wins for Raid for the first time in at least 5 games? This is their 5 last matchups. Raid winning 4 out of the 5 matchups. Loka only winning once, and they have been facing a lot back in the previous few tournaments in round of 16. So both of the teams got really unlucky in the previous few tournaments. Loka being the more unlucky one, facing Raid a couple of times. Like half of the previous few tournaments, Loka faced Raid in the round of 16, and that's why I joked the certainty. If you're watching the previous few tournaments, if you don't know what's going on, you just need to know 2 things. 1, Loka will be facing Raid in round 16. 2nd, Raid will be finishing 2nd in that tournament. Right, so I think the room is up. Not really. Let's continue a bit. Let's head on and ask Thomas Peterson. What do you think about the games after? Thomas Peterson, let's start with Legion versus Immortals. Legion is predicted to win Immortals 4-0. How about APA versus Win? Thomas Peterson is predicting APA 1-4 against Win. How about Souls versus EG? Thomas Peterson is predicting Souls 0-4 against EG. And finally, Loka versus Raid. This is going to be a close one indeed. Loka 3-4 against Raid, and this is going to be extremely close. Raid winning, the odds are 1.85, Loka winning 2.17. The numbers there would tell the probability of that team, of that scenario happening in the first place. The lower the number, the more probable the scenario is going to happen. Raid 4-3 against Loka. This is on the same odds as Raid 4-2 against Loka, which is very interesting indeed. Loka 4-3 against Raid is also very possible, 1.96. And you can see by the odds, Loka winning and Raid winning, they're just separated by around 0.3, which is quite insignificant, to be honest with you. Think room is up. There we go, room is up. Canal. Let's get to the map of Canal, shall we? And thank you, Daddy for real, for putting a link for the stream, for the coin stream, the reward stream. To that link, the portal. It will be Canal. This is the map for Canal. Canal is a map where two teams will be looking to capture the two caps quickly. South side is better to go for both C and D because C is closer to D, while north side is better to go for B and A because B is closer to A. And this is pretty obvious. But sometimes clans can do a Maverick strategy by going to the other side to shut down tanks going for that. But that means you probably will be abandoning the cap advantage, and that has to be taken with a lot of caution. Obviously, capturing C, I always say, capture on the left side of the circle because on the right side you can get crossfire by that clipper here potentially, and maybe some side stripping tanks over here as well. On the other hand, capturing B doesn't. It's kind of obvious that you should capture on the left side. Right side is just exposed, so you never would go there to capture it. And just saturate with that building there. It's easy. However, the enemies can just put a tank very aggressively here to decap you. Maybe a tank in this bush as well. You could also see a light tank, potentially a Vickers light, to decap using this spot over to B. So this is Canal for you. Let me double check whether I have reset the scores, which I have done it, obviously. So we have Loka going with quadruple E5s played by Ariana Grande, No Polyfault Me, Spitfires, and Edgar GQ. RG will be playing in the Vickers Light, and we have double Leopard 1 played by DF and Unisex. Red will be streaming this fixture as well, and we are seeing Toby playing the T22 and triple E5 played by Nara Assassin, Money Dude, and also Blaster. Playmaker in D2 and 5B, JP in the T22 as well, and Sek will be playing in the Gorilla 15, and this cannot be more obvious that Raid will be going for A and B, especially for Gorilla, because Gorilla can only work in that northwestern corner, not anywhere else, however. It's marred by its terrible camo rating, and if Gorilla is tasked to go to the other side, that tank could get relatively easily spotted. And we're going to see some changes here. Laka GQ coming in, and he's going for a E5. No, he's going back. There might be some issues here. Laka is back finally. And here we go. Some problem with the transition. Oh, finally, thank you. Yeah, didn't respawn well to the hotkey. Okay, ATGQ voice, the voice crashed for ATGQ. That's why he is getting out here. But he's back, hopefully. Loka. Oh, they're doing a Maverick trick here. They're going for D, but they're also going for B as well. But they're not capping it, they're just ignoring it totally. But Raid just going straight into B. but they would be a little bit surprised that there is no one there. However, Loki going for D instead, while Raid on the south side would be going for A and B. No Pirate Fault B is at the very far back. He's trying side straight, but Raid are definitely going for B here. Narrow Assassin spotted, but could not penetrate into Narrow Assassin, and instead Bunny did got shot a bit. Ariana Grande is trying to put a crossfire into Narrow Assassin. He does. Narrow Assassin guts reset, and he cannot capture B. Got another shell from Unixx. Oh, he got a shell from the F. Narrow Assassin is pretty low in health, and a no party found me. Putting a shot, I don't know where it went, but Narrow Assassin is pretty low, as I'm saying. Loka's getting C as well. This is a good move by Loka. Blaster is getting shot at as well. Raid are dropping hit points a little bit unnecessarily, and Loka, they have more than 2k hit point advantage to work with. And you know, if you have hit point advantage, you have much less pressure in getting the right rotation. The double leopard ones again trying to blind fire, but Raid are regrouping at the moment. They have already regrouped. Double T22s have already come back to their own spawn, and they might be looking to shut down Ariana Grande here. The other Lucas tanks are very far at the back though. This could be a make or break strategy for Raid here. The double T20 is so aggressive, but Ariana Grande is hanging on by a thread here. He is very dangerous, and I don't know, the waters behind, I don't know, just Raid, the T22s are piling up a lot of pressure for Locust forces, but they are not moving in, however. They probably are aware of tanks trying to provide crossfire into Ariana Grande. Money Dude trying to capture C. This is a good move from Money Dude, but will he get reset though? ROG is in position to reset Money Dude, but Unixx takes a really big hit. ROG trying to put a shell into Money Dude, but I think now No Pirate Fault Me and DF have worked their crossfire round. Money Dude still trying to capture C. No, he's stopped doing that, and now Spitfire is coming to the backside of Money Dude, and he kills the Money Dude. And the Toby is going for RG. RG is very low. He is not long from this work. He's trying to run away. 120. One more shot from Toby would do, but Toby took a really big hit while trying to cross, and RG is dead as well. This is going to be a very, very messy move here. The Sake at the back, trying to get some crossfire in. And we have Ariana Grande very low as well. Hit point still in favor of Loka. They're trying to shut down Playmaker, but Spitfire, he needs to absolutely survive. This is his primary objective. Playmaker is dead. He needs to wait for the reinforcements. Loka needs to absolutely spot up Gorilla here. Spitfires needs to pull back. He cannot stay up here for too long. Puts a really good show into Blaster, and Spitfires pulled back. Raid have pulled back the hit point poorly by a big fraction. The F is trying to shut down Sig here. Here's the distraction. I think he just needs to distract Sig for a long enough time and allow Lucas forces to shut down Blaster, which No Pirate did. And Spitfire kills off Sig here. It's going to be 3 versus 1 here. Narrow Assassin is going to get rushed by both Spitfires and Akijiku, but it was DF killing off Narrow Assassin, and Loka will be getting the first round. Well done to Loka here. Ooh, someone said rip stream. Something's going wrong. Something is going really wrong here. Oof.
I'm sorry. There was some problem with there was a bug with the software. I don't know. It just got stuck. I pressed the button, but it just got stuck. There, you didn't see what happened there, but the Loka, the F doing 3k damage. In the end, Edgar doing more than 2k alongside no party without me. Darius has did more than 3k, and Sick did 2k as well. But Loka was able to get on top because they are having a lot more hit point advantage than Raid here. I hope the stream's not going to lag here. I hope it's going to be fine. There we go. We are back with Loka going with a double level 1 play by Unisex and DF. Ariana Grande in E5 alongside No Party Fault, Spitfires and Nakachi kill. RG will be in the Victor's Light. Meanwhile, Ray will going for Sick back in the Gorilla 15 there on the north side, by the way. Blaster will be in the IS4, double T22 by Toby and JP. Naras is in the E5 alongside Money Dude and Playmaker. And Loka will be going to capture on the left side of the circle of C. And put a really good crossfire into Money Dude. He is in a little bit of trouble here. Money Dude is tasked to decap C, but they couldn't do anything about that. Blaster is coming in to trying to shut down those E5s there. The GQ and Ariana Grande took a really big hit while doing that. Ariana Grande unfortunately went the wrong way and almost dived into a big cliff here. At the moment it's fine. Just before I continue, I just have to see if I have done something. I just have to get the score right. Well, this time Loka will have the cap lead. It's going to be a dull affair. Loka without a hit point put advantage. This could go heavily against Raid if they are not careful enough. Hello SWAT top and RG spotted. Split up Blaster as well, but Loka has to hit the cap lead. They must absolutely make sure they can chip away some hit points of Raid. At the moment, nothing can be done, and especially when you have a Gorilla here, that needs to be rotated for the rotation. Raid with a hit point pool lead might not be a very huge advantage in the end. Unisex stand up sector 7. I'm more used to the calculator method. It should be sector 1. Nothing much is happening here. Really nothing much is happening around here. Oh, great. Ray, they're trying to make a move down in the gully here. But Naras is getting tagged and shot at by the F. Spitfires is all spearheading this a bit. Raid are ready to get into C at any moment soon. RG, however, needs to be absolutely careful here. Double T22s can be looking to shut down RG if he's not careful enough. He needs to be absolutely aware of the surroundings, and the T22s are lurking from behind. Let's head over to their point of view. Oh no, RG, I think he's going to be down very soon. I'll put some really good shout to RG, and JP is on the adrenaline. He's not long, and Raid will be looking to shut down RG here. Loka is still with a hit point advantage, but that will go away very soon. Raid got RG, and the music stopped playing for a few seconds. No, it continues to play. It switched to another soundtrack. JP and Toby cannot advance any more forward, but those E5s and I9s were trapped in the goalie here. Luca must absolutely do something. They must absolutely kill one tank here. They don't have the hit point advantage. And now Resistant, Playmaker, Blaster, they're now barreling for C. They're going to shut down No Point Without Me. And the EF got absolutely hammered by the double T22s. However, E5's IS4s, they want to shut down either Ariana Grande or No Point Without Me. Playmaker going to 1v1 that No Point Without Me alone. But Blaster made a good share into No Point Without Me. No Point Without Me is going to die very soon. And DF is dead. No Point Without Me is going to die as well. And they killed off No Point Without Me. And that means Raid will be winning the second one. I don't know what you're talking about, CCCP. Ooh, Loka, that was a very, very shaky game. I think they know the fact that they're down by more than 1k hit points, and they lost RG as well, so they kind of panicked in the end. Ray just controlled everything nicely. Double T20 is definitely man of the match, no question about that. Toby doing more than 2k of damage, killing 2 tanks in total. None of the local tanks did more than 2k, and that wasn't good at all. We're now to Black Goville and going to assign a win for Raid. I think it should be better now. I think it's going to be better. Black Goville, let's get a map for you guys. Okay, this is Black Goville. Nothing much I can tell you about this, but you definitely will see a lots of figures like trying to spot up tanks going to this the factory side. If you want cat lead, then you would like to go for B and C. If you want map control, maybe A, because you have a bigger space to work with and you can spot a lot of tanks potentially on the way. Let's remove the map and let's brief the lineups. Ariana Grande will be playing the E5 alongside Spitfires and Edgar G Hill. No Point Without Me in the IS4, RG the 215B, and we have double D22 played by DF and Unisex. On the other hand, Raid will be going for Vickers Light, played by Toby, 180. Narrow Assassin in the E5 alongside Money Dude, Playmaker and Sick, Blast in E113, and finally JP will be in the T22. And we are now on the third game of Black Goville. Let's head up higher and see where they're going. Loka on the north spawn, Raid on the south spawn. Loka will be going mostly to A. On the other hand, Raid also going to send 5 tanks into A, while 2 tanks will be going for C instead. We hear some crows screaming in the background. The F capturing A early on. And Unisex is doing that as well. They're not going to spot anything. Raid forces spawn baiting once again. Oh, what are they aiming for? They're aiming for whoever is crossing into that area here. RG saying, you say from C. Which is probably the case. No Point Without Me spotted Ariana Grande in a very advanced position. He could become isolated if he's not careful enough. He spotted up Playmaker, Narrow Assassin, and Money Dude, and Sake as well. They know that Raid is spawn basing, and so does Blaster as well. Raid will be coming for Ariana Grande. This could become a disaster in the making. And FKG took a bit of hit. Ariana Grande absolutely needs to pull back. He cannot stay there for too long. And Loka must absolutely do something to save Ariana Grande. Hashtag save Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande, can he survive for long? I don't know. But he's now getting pincered by 3 tanks. And a one-shot will do. Nara Assassin kills off Ariana Grande. Meanwhile, Unisex and Spitfires are going to the backside. Money Dude takes a really big shot here. DF is trying to run away. Bounces onto Money Dude, but good. Edges down to the backside of Money Dude. And DF will be killing off the Money Dude. Yes. And Spitfires, it's trying to do a 1 versus 3, but Unisex is going for JP, and that's what DF is going for as well. Spitfires, on the other hand, still alive for no reasons, but DF is trying to ignore Nara Assassin. He's going for JP instead, and Unisex is trapped a bit in this, and he bounced onto JP by an awkward angle, and JP bounced onto Unisex as well. Unisex bounced once again, and it's going to be a 4 versus 6 here, and I think this game will go to Raid no matter what. 2 versus 1, 1 versus 1, simply Loka unable to do something out of it. DF is down. Unisex not long for this world. One more kill, one more shot, and it will do the job. Algae is the last man standing. Playmaker is down to a 2-shot here. 1 shot, but Toby will be looking to shut down RG. JP puts a really good shot to RG. RG kills off Playmaker, and last man standing for RG. Can RG land another kill here? I don't think so. He's down by JP. Third game goes to Raid. There we go, RG doing more than 3k damage, DF doing more than 2k alongside no problem from me. Meanwhile, Nara Assassin did more than 3k alongside Playmaker. Sake did more than 2k alongside JP Blast and Toby, so look at Raid's hit damage. More than there are 6 tanks doing more than 2k. That's a really promising sign here. Although Money Dude did less than 1k, but it's a good sign of focus fire and hit point push sharing, I must say. Ariana Grande just left out in the exposed position for too long. I only did 11 damage as a result. Let me see. So now we back to Glacko V. We're on the 4th match. Ariana Grande back in 2-5B. No party fought me in the E5 alongside RG, Spitfires, and now and that good G kill. DF in the Vickers Lights, Unisex in the T22. Raid, we have Toby in the STB1, Nara Assassin in the E5 alongside Bonnie Dude, Playmaker, and Sink. Blaster in the E1-3, and finally JP will be in the T22. There we go, let's get the transition up. Loka, south side, Raid, north side. Where are they going this time? Hello, Eric. E5's going for the A side, I suppose, but Ray just going straight into C. Ooh, will they get punished crossing though? Nara Assassin detouring. He's going for. He has another idea, but Raid are going to cap C early on in the game. Loka will not have cap lead this time, and Unisex is going to get A as well. Oh yeah. Eric, that's not a good profile picture, however. Raid got C already. Loka will be getting A now. And it's going to be Loka doing the stuff here because they don't have the cap advantage. Spitfire spotted, Playmaker and Nara Assassin are both spotted as well. Unisex and DF are coming.
to spot up. He spotted, however, DS spotted. He couldn't spot up anything for JP and Toby. There was a blind fire happening, but the blind fire didn't light up any tanks for the raid side. DF couldn't relay any information for Loka to work with, but they at least know there is someone there. Loka, this is going to be a hard one for Loka because Raid got a cap lead. They have tanks, trying to spot up tanks going for a rush over to the spawn, while Raid, they have tanks line up. I mean, you can head down there. They have tanks trying to help those mediums whenever possible. Blaster trying to blind fire. It's not a good joke anyway. We don't want to see any of that profile pic there. I think this is against the YouTube's terms of service here as well. Terms and conditions. I think you could be reported if you don't change your profile pic, to be honest with you. DF in the Vicky's Light and Spitfires in the E5. Loka, they have a slight hit point advantage, but they don't have a lot of ideas in their minds. Currently, if they are allowing the caps to take into 900, they would be looking to shut down one tank and kind of force the cap points to take into 1000 in the end. Edgar spotted, Toby spotted, gets spotted as well, JP spotted as well. I think Loka sense something is going wrong here for Raid. They found a weakness apparently, and Loka's trying to shut down Toby here. And Akaji keeps coming around to the backside. But Raid are totally prepared for that, 4 tanks, and Loka's attempt is foiled, however. And no point from me dropping reactive armor. He can just push in. He definitely needs to do something about it. Edgar GQ, however, is isolating himself. Loka, their push might not be working here. And the Nara Assassin is very healthy, but JP is a one-shot. This is heading into a very, very chaotic brawl situation. Unisex is down. And the GQ is also down, but JP is also killed. Toby is very low indeed. Meanwhile, RG is hanging on nicely. He's dropping the reactive armor. Toby is dead. No party for me is a one-shot. He absolutely needs to get shield from Spitfires. But Playmaker will be looking to shut him down, however. But a good double tap into Playmaker. Absolutely needs a bounce here, but he couldn't receive a bounce. Playmaker, it's low. Gets shot by Spitfires. And he is dropping the reactive armor. And our assassin is trying to block Playmaker here, which is a really nice call, because now Spitfires will be turning his attention to Nara Assassin, potentially delaying some of his shots. The EF's coming from behind, puts a... Oh, it's an ammo rack! From Spitfires onto our... Oh my goodness me, with that swing! With that swing! That's a very important ammo rack here, and Nara Assassin got ammo racked! Oh man, this is turning out to be a unlikely win for Loka here. Sek is the last man standing, but Loka has a hit point advantage. They must survive. They can't afford to make any mistakes here. Loka, how did they turn it around here? Man. I think I can ammo rack. Loka won the second one in a crazy fashion. I was thinking, Raid we have this in the bag because Loka's rotation just was a bit hesitant in the end. Oh my god, RG absolutely doing wonders. He's doing more than 4k. Spitfire is doing more than 4k as well. The Air is doing more than 2k. Raid. And it was a very unlucky match for them. Hopefully it won't tilt against them. No party without me doing 1.5, Sek doing 3k, Playmaker doing 1-2k alongside Nara Assassin. Wasn't enough indeed. So close yet so far, I must say, this one.
And we are on Rockfield here. Let me show you the map of Rockfield. And this is Rockfield for you. Well, Rockfield, once again, you can try spots with a light tank, so for the tanks going for C or going for A. This is why rotation on Rockfield it's going to be a little bit. The enemies are not having Catley on A, that could put you in a horrible situation. So let's remove the map. Get the map, get transition up. Wow, this is turning out to be a close one, in fact. DF taking the Sheridan, and Ariana Grande will be taking the E5 alongside Nova Hunter for me. Spitfires, EKGQ, and Unisex. RG will be wrapping up with the 1-3. Raid going for Toby in the T22. Double 1-3 played by Blast and Sync. Quadruple E5 played by OG Money Dude and Playmaker and JP. It's going to be a non-tuple E5s across the board here. DF is trying spots using the route I recommend. Spot up the Money Dude, Sick, and also OG as well. Toby as well. Puts a really good shell into Money Dude. But now most of the raid forces have come in to see this is going to descend into a brawl fest very, very soon. Will Nuka have other ideas in their minds? They have indeed. They're going to rush Money Dude. Money Dude drop the reactive armor, maybe a little bit too early here. And now some focus fire going for Money Dude. He's trying to pull back, but Playmaker got tracked by RG. However, is he going to receive another traction from RG? He got shot by RG as well, but Loka's not focusing fire at the moment. Raid did not have a hit point advantage. Loka, because the E5s cannot push him further, it's going to be for the other side to push him now. Look at Spitfires and No Party will be barreling in here. And absolutely, the F and RG needs to come in and support. And the Sig is getting double tapped by both Spitfires and No Pirate Family. This is going to be a very crowded and chaotic situation. And Edgar is killed, Playmaker is also killed, and this is quadruple E5 is holding on really good holds from the straight line. Blaster's killed, the F is coming in, Spitfires and also everybody who are going to go in and try and shut down Money Dude. They did. It's going to be a 6 vs 3 raid. Be losing this one, however. Toby absolutely needs to put shell into No Pirate Family. He does. And OG takes 454. Toby takes 814. And Toby is killed by Ariana Grande. RG needs to put a really good shell into OG. He puts a really good traction onto OG. Spitfire's coming from behind. Maybe does he have enough gun elevation? But doesn't matter because both OG and JP are killed by Loka's forces. Well done to Loka. That was a good idea to kind of push with those triple E5s down on the other side. And when they couldn't push, the other side pushed in the end. That was some excellent communication from Loka. And Loka on the match point here. Stinch saying, oh my god, I think you saw that Amarak. Really. So, looking at the damage, Loka have 6 tanks doing more than 2k. None of the tanks on the raid side have done more than 2k. So it was a very bad brawl fest for raid side. Loka did really well here. And on the next, on the 5th match, no, the 6th match, are we going to see Loka winning 4-2 against raid here? Or are we going to see a different result? Stinch saying no way. I couldn't believe that, to be honest. I thought Loka is on the cusp of losing that. Well, just goes on to prove that Tier 10 tournaments are very unpredictable and exciting. So we still don't know who's going to win this one. Both teams are pretty closely matched at this point. But now Loka going back with the F in the Sheridan, Unisex in T22, quadruple E5s played by nobody from RG, Spitfires and Edgar GQ, Ariana Grande in the 2 and 5B. Raid will be playing in the quadruple E5s again with Nara Assassin, Money Dude, Playmaker and JP. Meanwhile, Blaster will be playing the 1 and 3 alongside Sick, and Toby in the T22. There we go. Let's head in and let's double check whether I've got the scores right. Yes, I did. Meanwhile, the deal saying Legion 2-2, 2-all, against I don't know which clan. I forgot, sorry. Octuple E5s across the board. It is Loka on the south side, Raid on the north side. LG paying up to drive to base A. Is that what Loka's going for this time? This is what Loka's going for. Meanwhile, Raid's doing the same thing, putting everyone into C, and Loka must absolutely be careful of this, because if Unisex got too aggressive, he would be done for this one. Toby is going cap C early on, and Raid will be getting a cap lead at the start. Nara Assassin tasked to reset B. Loka not getting A, however. Now they're going for A. Spitfire's getting spotted. We get reset here. Toby up. He needs a reset. He needs to actually show the reset. Couldn't penetrate that shot. But Spitfire got reset, or did he put out? I don't know. But Loka is trying their best to capture A here. Nara Assassin on the other hand, very close to B. But missing shots going for A. Couldn't reset Spitfires, and Loka got A here. Nara Assassin hanging on very aggressively on B. Ariana Grande in the 2 and 5B in the bush. Needs to be really careful. Loka's forces are very spread out, and Raid a little bit more consolidated. DF, can he put a really good missile into Playmaker? Warps around, but couldn't penetrate. He's now running for his troubles. He might get surrounded, but it's not the case. Money Dude puts a really good shot to DF. DF simply wasn't patient enough to get to reset. Campbell reset here at GQ got spotted. Nara Assassin got spotted as well. Raid with almost 1k of hit point advantage. DF, that Sheridan, can he put good missile shots? It's going to put... No, he's not going to put a shell into Nara Assassin. Roaring's definitely doing the RNG for the F here. He's not allowing a missile shot into a single tank. Is he going to put a shell? No, he can't again. The F. The RNG is against him. The missile is against him. Spitfires, on the other hand, is capturing B. Meanwhile, Raid, would they do anything to reset Spitfires? However, Naro, unable to do something to reset Spitfires. They are allowing Spitfires to capture. This is going to be a very interesting call, because now Raid will be losing their cap leads very soon. And this time, the F puts a really good missile into Nara Assassin, but you're seeing Blaster, Sick and Playmaker pressing the lineup, and Loka at the GQ very aggressive here. He might be in trouble here. He needs to be absolutely careful. He's trying to get up, but he got backed a bit. But on the other hand, Loka is going to make a counter push. This is going to be a 5 versus 3 here. Raid are in trouble here, and could that be a winning move? But Raid are more than 2k of hit point advantage. This is not looking good for Loka, but they're trying to shut down Blaster here. This is going to be really close, but they absolutely need to finish off Blaster. But Raid, Sick is down. It's going to be down very soon. Blaster is down. Loka trying their best to pull back the hit point pool. No party for me. It's a one shot, but he got killed by JP, and Unisex kills off Sick here. And the Playmaker, it's going to be against 4 tanks here. Ariana Grande is down. This is still very close to call, but Raid is trying to get 3 caps here. Loka, they absolutely must kill all the tanks. Get a focus fire right. And Unisex kills off Playmaker, but Spitfires put a shell into the carcass. This is not good. Now SS bounced onto ActiGQ. ActiGQ is down to 1 shot. ActiGQ needs a shield, but Money Dude manages to kill him off. Raid, 970 cap points. 975. Now SS is killed. Spitfires, they still have a lifeline here. Locust still have a lifeline here. 990. 995. Oh, just by a tiny second. And Raid, this is still close. Toby, he must absolutely survive. Raid, back on 985. Just 1 shot would do. 1 shot, 1 more shot. Just 1 more shell. Oh, he kills. Toby's killed. Money Dude, he must survive. He's the last man standing. Loka, 990. Oh my god, what absolute scenes here. Raid got denied, what, twice or thrice in trying to get 1,000 cap points. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't scream because I might get complaints. I think I would get complaints, but what a game that was. Raid, when they got denied multiple times, it was a really big C block by Loka. Really well done by Loka here. Wow, this was Mission Impossible. Typical Mission Impossible here. Oh my goodness me, no way. Oh, what am I seeing here? Unisex did more than 4 kills, doing more than 3k damage. Spitfires in the E5 doing more than 2k alongside Algie and Edgar. Toby doing 4k, Money Dude doing 2k alongside JP and Playmaker. What an amazing comeback from Loka down to from 1-2, and including an Emmerich there. What a result that was! Oh my god. Oh man. I absolutely didn't expect that to happen, really. What a game. Oh my. Jesus. Nice, because Fridge is here, his games have finished. Let's see, do we have other results going on? Yes, we have other results going on here. Actually, all the results have come in. APA 4-2 against Win, Loka 4-2 against Raid, Legion 4-2 against Immortals. Finally, we have Zeus 1-4 against EG. So this is the table for you. Legion will be finishing at the top of the table alongside Loka. APA won 4 games compared to 2 for Win. Sadly, both Win and Zeus will be languishing down the table. Endgame, Immortals, Raid, and AP will be sharing the exploits with 1 point with one another. So hopefully, if more people are going to join here, we're going to talk about the games. What on earth is happening, really? I'm just absolutely surprised, Loka. That was an unlikely comeback there. I'm out of words. That was so close. If I were allowed to scream, I would have screamed. That was what I could have done, really, to be honest with you. Oof. Let's reload and let's see. Put a shell into the carcass. This is not good. Now assassin bounced onto ActiGQ. ActiGQ is down to 1 shot. This is this is definitely one of the best games I ever streamed so far. If I were allowed to stream, that I would have done. And it was so close. It was just on the edge of my seat. What the heck has happened there, really? If I'm going to analyze one of the games, I assumed if they're going to come, then maybe they will come. If they're not, then that will be it for the stream tonight. I'm going to analyze the amazing game Raid win against Loka, the first game of Black Oval. Let me find that for you. It was unreal. Everyone's like, what on earth is happening, really? His mouse edge got delayed by Nightbot. That sheer surprise, that sheer astonishment. Oh my god. Oh man. Let's have Pie and see where they're going. Loka on the north spawn, Raid on the south spawn. Loka will be going mostly to A. On the other hand, and Raid also going to send 5 tanks into A, while 2 tanks.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello.
No, I take it Loka beat Raid.
Yeah, they did. I was trying. Okay. Yeah, they did really. I was surprised. If I were allowed to stream, I would have streamed. That was one of the best games I've ever streamed so far. Real.
Wow.
Absolutely unreal. Like, Raid got denied a cat win, like, more than twice. Maybe thrice, I don't know, I couldn't recall. But it was multiple times. Even one time, Raid, 995 for like 1 or 2 seconds. And Loka killed 1 tank just in time. I was on the edge of my seat. That was amazing.
Wowzers. Yeah, I mean, tonight Souls were, wow. Raid turned them over quite easily.
Yeah.
And Win were not as hot as they normally are today.
Yeah, and especially when APA just got absolutely trounced by Loka. It was like APA, that was not a top 8 worthy performance. I'm sorry, but they might.
Yeah.
I think they have a really good pep talk, and now they're back. So I'm happy to see that.
Yeah, I mean they had good strats against Win. To be honest with you, Win managed to pull their socks up after the 3rd game, and they got it back to a 3 and a 2. But Win, they just seemed out of sorts today.
I don't know what's going on with them, but hopefully they.
Well, it could be they might be a little bit disappointed from the game against Legion that they lost, because they were doing well against Legion.
Yeah.
But you just don't know. But no, it wasn't against APA. It wasn't the Win that we know and love. They seemed a bit flustered, but well played by everybody. To be fair, Loka just seemed a little bit. I don't know again if Wonderkind had issues with his internet. No, he kept going offline, and he kept getting taken out really early and really quickly and really easily.
But the Souls don't have a substitute.
No, well they did have a sub. But I don't know if he was having issues when he got into the game. That's the thing, because he was like being taken out quite easily and quite quickly. So,
well, that's not good to hear.
Know.
I would never know. But so it's not added tonight. I mean, the result, we finally have the result. Nation 4-2 against Immortals. I mean, so it's 1-4 against Endgame. Just Souls only winning 1 match tonight in the 2 match days. So. they need to do absolutely wonders to turn it around. Unfortunately, Immortals I'm genuinely surprised. I didn't expect them to win against Endgame. And
yeah, I mean, I'd like to have seen that. Shame I didn't, but yeah, that was a bit of a shocker for quite a few people. Well played, Immortal.
Yeah, I mean, well played, Immortal. Thomas Peterson predicted that Endgame would thrash Immortals 4-0, and boy, it was so wrong.
Yeah, I can imagine. But yeah, well played. Well played indeed by the guys.
Yeah, well played, really.
Didn't expect it.
I didn't expect that, really.
And Raid losing to Loka, just nobody, people would have said that was, but it's good that Loka stepped up.
Yeah, they stepped up. They stepped up with.
Step up.
Yes, but like the second win for Loka, they had an Amarak at the end of the game, and that won the game. I was wondering what Raid was thinking at the moment, and that last game you saw that got denied a cap win twice, according to Shogun, at 995 points. So it was not close, just by a feather.
Wow!
Wow!
But they've still been exciting. They've still been exciting games tonight. Really fast and furious. I mean, the first couple of games against Win, APA, very, very aggressive. I mean, Souls, bless them. Their first game they were quite aggressive, and then the second game against Raid they were a bit tentative, and they just got punished basically. They didn't play badly; they just got outplayed. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
It's wrong to say they played badly when they didn't. They just got outplayed.
Yeah, that's true.
But this happened in the spring season with Souls. To be perfectly honest with you, they did the same then. They basically had a good way through the ascent, got into the Pro Tour, and then sort of went to pot. Souls did. But I'm glad Immor did not do the same as what they did in the spring season, because they did the same. They had a great ascent tour, then completely blew it in the Pro Series. Didn't win a game, became last. Whereas this time they've turned over Endgame, first game out. Wowzers.
Wasn't expecting that. I hope if Eminet's going to join, maybe he's going to tell me on the Legion side as well. I'll be happy.
Oh, she's on a coin stream. Did she say she would join you?
No, didn't. I didn't ask her, but I hope she will.
She may not, being on a coin stream. To be fair.
Oh yeah, maybe. I don't know much what to say about this one as well, but my supercomputer is also malfunctioning, so.
Yeah, no, you got a lot of gadgets going on. Nice.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm going to end my stream after this replay because that's it. I've got no coin streams, so, I've got to take some rest because I'm doing NA.
Oh yeah, you are. Hope you're going to take a good break. I'm going to end my stream here as well. I mean, there is nothing much to talk about. So.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yes.
Right. So I'm going to play this replay, guys, and then this will be the end of the stream. So thank you all for watching, and thank all the mods for keeping it happy. Not many of you joined me today, but that's unsurprising with the games that are being played. But we had fun. Those of you who were there.
Yes.
And thank you, Jack, for having a quick chat at the end there.
No
Always
problem.
Nice, my friend.
No problem. I'll end my stream now as well because no purpose for me to insist. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully we'll see all of you back on Wednesday. First at 12 p.m. in the British summertime or 1 p.m. in the Central European summertime. I'll be streaming Asia server. Let me check what clans I would be streaming at that time. I'll be following Team ID again against Spoon, the first one, and then it will be someone against RN. I can't exactly remember. Let me check my announcement. I did put it in my announcements, however. It will be HLV versus RN. On Wednesday at 7 in the British summertime or 8 in the Central European summertime, I'll be following APA versus Immortals. Then we're going to see a Polish derby. That is APA versus us. This is going to be an exciting one. And you're going to see a lot of swords exchanging one another. This is going to be the game to watch.
It will be an interesting game.
It will be.
And of course, on Asia, I've got Feast and then I've got Win. on EU with the coin stream, by the way.
Yeah, that would be fun to watch. I must admit.
I'd like to. Yeah, I can't wait for that one. But that's on Wednesday, so I get a bit of a break.
Yeah. Hopefully the goodies will be arriving tomorrow, and I will be decorating my room with acoustic panels.
Nice. Good.
Would it be nice to watch? I don't know, but definitely I hope it will absorb some of the sounds. I hope it will do something. But we'll see. Thank you all for watching. See you soon. Bye for now.
Bye for now, mate.